we're going to work through a couple completing the square problems. So let's start by writing this one here. So we have f of x is equal to x squared, let's see, plus 14x minus 2. All right, so what we're going to look at first is the fact that we can't factor. So if we can't factor, we can use completing the square to solve. It's in standard form, and we can use completing the square anytime that we're in standard form. So the first thing we're going to do is move C off to the side so that we can complete the square. So we're going to force this piece of the equation to become something that we can put as a binomial squared so we can solve it. So each new step that we do is getting us to a form that's going to be helpful to solve. So now what we're going to do is take our b, that's our b term. So we're going to take b, divide it by 2, and square it. And in this case, my b is 14, and that's going to be over 2. And then we're going to square it. So 7 squared equals 49. So 49 is going to go in here. And then now I need to balance it out. And since there's nothing out here but a 1, adding 49 means I now have to subtract 49 from the problem. And let's go ahead and simplify. So we have x squared plus 14x plus 49 minus 51. All right, we'll go ahead and factor this. So when you factor it, it's going to be x plus 7, x plus 7. Well, that's because that's how we got the 49, 7 times 7, and then the 14, 7 plus 7. So we can kind of skip to this step and say that we have x plus 7 squared. And this right here is always half of b anyway, every time. Minus 51. So if I was going to stop here, I would know that right now I'm in vertex form. And then I know that the vertex is -7, -51. And this h value, since our vertexes are hk, it's always opposite the sign. And now we can go ahead and set it equal to 0 and start solving. Add 51 to the other side. So x plus 7 squared. We will take the square root of each side. We look at 51 and we can't take the square root of that. And there's no factors of 51 that are perfect squares. So plus minus comes in. And we have, well, let's go back and do this in black here. Plus minus the square root of 51. The critical piece is the plus minus equals x plus 7. Subtract the 7 to the other side. Square root of 51 equals x. So here's our zeros. And if I had to write them as two separate zeros, I'd have -7 plus square root of 51, square root of 7 minus, square root of 51. There we go. And those are our two x values. And we could actually even, if we wanted to, put them as ordered pairs, but we don't have to do that all the time. All right, so let's look at when what's in front of x squared is not 1 in another video.